পরিবেশটা সুন্দর না? কি কোনো হইচই আছে?
পরিবেশটা খুব সুন্দর, শুধু আমার খেলাটা ঝিরছে।
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ।
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র ৩৯৯ টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
The last ball of the last over. Describe that. What a beauty.
He just hit it a little bit inside out. Long on was waiting, so he decided to go over mid-off. Just ways to hit it a little bit later. Wonderful hands, balance and timing. All in one package. What a wonderful stroke that was. 6 and a 4 in the very first over. Newton Das is cutting loose already.
For Mumba, his first ball in T20 cricket. T20 career, 4 matches only. National debut for him. Just the 3 wickets. Well, he's going to be a little bit apprehensive, a little bit nervous. And he deviates down the leg side. All he has to do is tickle it around the corner. Help yourself to a boundary.
It's just what the doctor ordered. Tamim one on the pads to start from around the wicket. Tried to send in the ODIs and just fed him that leg stump ball, which he fancies. He just got to get some bat on it and races away for another boundary.
Pressure straight away on the bowler. First ball in T20 International being put away for 4 runs. Needs to correct himself. Does well. Excellent comeback delivery. Just back of a length. Rose a little higher than Tamim Iqbal anticipated and beat him all ends up. Excellent stuff.
We've said all summer that there's been something in it for the bowlers. There's been enough grass just to give them a bit of extra bounce and pace. The problem is they haven't got it in the right place often enough. That's been the biggest problem for them. And this opening pair has hit them to all parts in white ball cricket so far.
But much credit has to be given to Mumba for just readjusting and getting that line in. Again, just a drift down the leg side allows Tamim Iqbal to close the face of the bat. Place it away from that fielder there. It's going to be difficult. It looks like a pretty good batting track, as you said. Once Tamim Iqbal is on song, he loves to play these kind of shots. Zimbabwe. Roll of the wrist. True bounce. That can be a headache for the bowlers.
Crowd has swelled. They are on the edge of their seats. Their team's playing well and they're very excited, no doubt. To see this opening pair, this was the couple of boundaries hit in the first over. One power sweep and the next one over long off. That was wonderful batting. Those 2 strokes show he's in total control of his game.
All he needs to do, because Mumba is bowling at different pace, different lengths and lines, just a little careful, don't be overconfident. Oh, beat him. That's a jaffer of a delivery. Just pitching on about the off stump and jagging away slightly.
Well, he's in good enough form to nick these, normally. And he's missed that by an inch or so. That shows how good a delivery that is. Beating a batsman who's in sublime form. It's a great delivery to the right-hander.
Well, he's been pretty consistent with his speeds, but I tell you what, I give a lot of credit to this young man. Put away for 4, come back very well. Again, another lovely looking shot. That's the check drive we're talking about. He times it so very well, doesn't hit it too hard. And perfect placement away from the fielder for 4 more runs.
Previous delivery was superb. 4th, 5th stump line. This time he tried to pitch leg and hit off, and unfortunately that one hits the mid-wicket boundary, as it so often does when you get into those pads. Subcontinent batsmen, that is their meat and drink.
Can't understand. Maybe it's what's going through his mind. The bowlers in trying something different. Tried and tested ball not being delivered. Oh, that's found the fielder. Another decent over for Bangladesh. 9 from it. After 2, it's 20 without loss.
শরীফ ভাই, ব্যবসা কেমন চলে?
চলে।
লোকজন এত কম কেন?
সব আকাশে। এই জিরজির আর কত দেখবো?
তাহলে তুমিও নাও।
হ্যাঁ।
খরচ কেমন জামাই?
মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা।
এত কমে এত ঝকঝকা ছবি?
আর পছন্দ মতো আকাশ সাজাতে অ্যাডন প্যাক।
তাই
হ্যাঁ,
আপনার সাধ্যের মধ্যে এখন আকাশ লাইট 20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Three debutants in the Zimbabwean squad. Tinashe Kamunokambwe is one of them. So is Wasdima Deveri and the bowler you just saw, Carl Mumba. They've got the services of Craig Irvin back, which is pretty good, and that should all go well for them. Donald Firipano was exceptional with the bat in the second ODI in Sylhet. 11th match, 11 wickets so far. Wide, no, he just dragged it, almost dragged it. Playing away, oh my goodness, bit of a misunderstanding between the two.
Bit of a loose net to start. Wide outside the off stump, and Tamim threw the hands at it. Bottom edge and almost went back onto the stumps. Next moment his partner wanted to run and then the keeper throws it in as well. So it's all happening early doors.
Yeah, but again, Tamim Iqbal maybe won't be too happy with that, and he's done well with this one. And the bowler has done well, Tiripana, ensuring that the first wide ball he bowled, he came back a little closer to the batsman, make him play. And that length that, John, you're talking about, want to keep on pecking away. Just set them up and then try something different like a Yorker.
What you really want is the batsman taking a high-risk option early on in his innings.
Oh, beat him all ends up. This is excellent from Donald Peripano. Committed to that shot was Tamim Iqbal and just past the edge.
Tell you what, that went through shoulder height to the keeper. He played the whacker. Unbelievable stuff. When did you see that here?
Well, it's been improving in the last year or two, and the wicket has become more bouncy, more grassy, and that's a very, very good sign for Bangladesh cricket, for the pace bowlers and also the batters, and getting used to that kind of, facing that kind of bowling. Now that's a hint short, not really stuck in his crease more than anything else, and trying to force that away, couldn't get it through.
Some good rhythm. Saw the previous ball go through to the keeper beautifully. This time, and then getting it at the top of the bounce, trying to get on top of it, pierced that offside fielders. Four fielders, one short extra cover. They've got a slip in position. Good to see skipper backing up his experienced campaigner with a new ball.
Died away, but there is protection. One of the two outside the 30-yard circle gets him a single, first single in this over. It's been an excellent over so far.
It's important they don't give Dundas any freebies here. That's a good delivery, good length, good line. Batsman doesn't have too many options here but to run it down, which he did beautifully off the face of the bat. Lytton Dust, they've got to really try and keep him quiet here. Bowl him some good deliveries. Try last ball of the over. It's important they finish well here.
Yeah, Lytton Dust should not be taking any, and try to take any undue advantage of the bowler, because he's bowled well. Oh, down the leg side, flicked away. Oh, good commitment shown in the deep. Don Irvin recovering from his flu, does well. 3 from that over, 23 without loss.
ছাদটা খুব মিস করব, আকাশটাও।
আরে ভাষা বদলালেও আকাশ তো আর বদলাবে না কি?
যেখানেই যান আপনার আকাশ সাথে নিয়ে যান। 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Reminded that in the power play overs, that's 1 to 6, only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. Mumba continues down the leg side. Now, that's exceptional, but there is that protection at deep fine. Love to see Tamim Iqbal playing that calypso-style shot. It takes his right foot up and swivels round.
Previous over, he got it a bit fine. They went for 4. This time, fine leg got in the game. But the problem has been when they've rotated strike, Zimbabwe bowlers have struggled to adapt to the right-hander. I think in previous games, Lytton Dust pierced the offside, smashed them through the offside. They're pretty weary of giving him any width. So now what they've done is they've almost overcorrected, fed him into the pads.
Feeds him into the pads there, but he does well. Was straight enough to play it straight down the wicket. Didn't try to close the face of the bat. An inch either way, he'd have tried something different.
Not bad, just angling it in, tucking him up. It's probably the plan. I suppose just the execution has let them down, and Das has accelerated quickly to 17 of 8 balls, and a beautiful straight batted shot through mid-on. That one there looked in really good touch.
Zimbabwe have done well to pull back the scoring. First 2 overs went for 20. And he picked that up, not really timing it, but it's fortunate, just over the infield. Sometimes you can afford to take that kind of a risk when...
All you got to do is try and just get a couple of deliveries, couple of dots in a row to these players, and what they're going to do is
বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
This is turning out to be a really good start for Bangladesh. Was surprised at the toss when they decided to bowl first after winning the toss, Zimbabwe, and he's in such a good nick, Litton Kumar Das. It'll be hard to stop him if you don't knock him over early on. He's going to hurt you, and that's exactly what he has done so far. 21 of just 9 deliveries. Looked him sublime touch in the ODIs. Got 200s. Poor delivery, gets the treatment. That's a poor start. Good evening, Tino Moboyo.
Good evening, Atta. Sublime start for Bangladesh in his first T20. Modern bowlers cannot afford to be off the mark to either of these two batsmen. 46 ready on the board, just 4.2 overs. Oh, it's a beautiful stroke, well fielded in the covers. They were thinking of the single was Tamim. I think he thought that that ball was through the covers. Young Wesley Madevere just shows you the difference between the young energetic players in the field. Really well done.
Where was the bowler? Should have been behind the stumps. And if he was behind the stumps, Tamim Iqbal was gone for sure. Lovely piece of fielding from the young man. Flicks it away for a single. What a lovely looking shot that was from Liton Das.
This was earlier on. Iqbal just on a good length outside the off stump from the Zimbabwean bowlers. Bit of carry through to the keeper. Haven't been enough in that area to continuously cause problems for him. Yes, it's T20 cricket. You'll expect top-order batsmen to manufacture strokes to try and get after the bowlers. Why it's that much more important for them to ensure that they're bowling the balls in the right areas. If you're bowling the ball in the area that you want to and you're getting hit off there, then that's fine. Just don't think that enough of it so far for the Zimbabwean bowlers.
Yeah, let's have a look at that runner opportunity. Have a look at this shot. Beautiful looking shot. Coming, watching, running, watching, and then way down the crease. Had that bowler was behind the stumps, he would have been gone. That's why it's so crucial for each and every bowler to get back after the delivery, to get back behind the stump, to give his team some sort of opportunity to pick up a run out. Got to finish the over. 10 in that over. 48 without loss, Bangladesh.
I'm done. ভালো আছি ভালো আরে
আকাশের ঠিকানায় বিলটাও দিও
এটা কোনো ব্যাপার না ডার্লিং লেটস সি
আপনার আকাশের বিল দিন যে কোনো মোবাইল ওয়ালেট অথবা ডেবিট বা ক্রেডিট কার্ডে 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়
11 T20 internationals played between these two teams, Bangladesh and Zimbabwe. The majority of those been in Bangladesh. Indeed. 4. Zimbabwe will be desperate. That gap closer. Christopher Bobby Mpofu. 31 matches, most experienced bowler in this lineup for Zimbabwe, of course. 31 wickets. Matches he comes on. The SMC Porcelain end, replacing the debutant Carl Mumba. Struggled with calf injury in the last couple of games in Sylhet, which is why he wasn't in the starting lineup. Misfield. Sikandar Raza, it's not something that you see often from him. Prides himself in particular in the field of play. Disappointed with that. Before we carry on, that looked like it was very close to that front line.
Yeah, what I was a little bit surprised at the toss when Sean Williams decided to bowl first against the two men who have hurt them the most in the ODIs. Both of them got hundreds. Not one, but two each. Both got past 150. Liton Das eventually going on to pick up the highest individual score in a one-day international for Bangladesh. Why on earth would you want to take that chance one more time? Because they were in that sort of a momentum, and you've given them another opportunity. Bangladesh will be very happy.
I was extremely surprised myself. This is that last delivery from Christopher Mpofu, and that was over the line. Quite clearly, nothing behind the line by Christian Mpofu. Barber's got away with it. Big appeal. That looks straight. It looks very straight. Umpire Tanvir Ahmed unmoved. Chris Mpofu has asked Sean Williams to go up for the review.
Tanvir. That umpire to director. That umpire to director, yeah. Review for LBW on position is not out. Start with the front foot. It's a fair delivery. Move on to the front of spin vision, please. Yeah, can you go for the outsides? Looks close to the bat. Keep rolling forward. Gap between bat and ball. There is no spike as the ball passes the bat. I'm satisfied there is no bat involved. Can you go for the ball tracking when ready, please? Ball tracking coming up now. Ball pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets umpire's call. I would like to go back to on-field umpire, please. Tanvir, your on-screen stay with your decision.
Umpire's call, says the decision review system. Because it's umpire's call, Zimbabwe get to keep their review. This is it. Straight on. You cannot blame Stefan Mpofu for asking the captain to go up for that.
You can get an early indication when you see the keeper, the wicket keeper sliding down the leg side. Just suggests that maybe, just maybe, it would just go on to clip the outside part of the leg stump. That's exactly what happened. 50 already on the board with that single 51. And were you surprised, Tino Mawayo, with that decision from Sean Williams?
I was extremely surprised. I was about to say, I don't want to harp on about this, but you brought up all the facts, Atta, that would suggest Zimbabwe would have wanted to bat first. The partnership, 51 from just 34, 23 of those to Tamim, 26 to Liton, 14 balls. But you would have thought that after winning the toss, bowling in that last one-day international, getting a record opening partnership of 292 against your bowlers. Looking at the little bit that I saw of the surface today. Gone! Gliding down the leg side, but this time Leighton Das picks it up and deposits it over the man at deep square leg on the boundary. And lots of celebration for the fans that have come in, and why not?
He's toyed. And once again he's showing why he did that. He's enjoyed himself in the middle. It's just a pickup shot and it's gone into the stands, the grandstands. What a lovely piece of timing that is from Liton Das. He's raced over the 32 of just 15 deliveries.
Yes, just to finish off, that's the point I'm trying to make. You would expect that you want to try and reverse the pressure, especially in a format where you're just playing 20 overs. So there's no need to worry about that top 6 or 7 overs. Go out there, be positive. Allow your batsmen to express themselves, and if it goes well for you, then you can put pressure on the Bangladesh batsman. In this instance, nice batting surface. Done. Again, just hand two in-form batsmen an opportunity to go and have some fun.
$59 in the first 6. Bangladesh.
কি দেখো?
আকাশটা কি ঝকঝকে পরিষ্কার।
তাই দেখি দেখি। ও হ্যাঁ, 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি চ্যানেল সহ দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা।
কি? আকাশটা কি ঝকঝকে পরিষ্কার। তুমি না।
এই চলো না একটা রোমান্টিক মুভি দেখে ফেলি।
চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
20টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা।
9.83 in the first 6, and that was the power play. It's an excellent start for Tamim Iqbal and especially Liton Das. Now what he can deliver to his team is Wesley Madhavere. Debut in T20 cricket. He made debut in one-day internationals also. It's an excellent start for Tamim Iqbal and especially. But he impressed me with the ball, with the bat. He's been outstanding in the field. As expected, the crowd will get bigger and bigger. Straight away comes down the track and says hello, good evening, welcome to the internationals. And he's greeted him with the first delivery international, T20 international, with a massive six down the ground.
Tamim Iqbal straight away down the wicket. 78 metres back over the top of the bowler's head. As straight as an arrow. The man in top form, full of confidence. Tamim Iqbal straight away sensible.
And don't forget, he's been appointed as the ODI captain for the Bangladesh team. Also, Tamim Iqbal recently announced. And that was yesterday. An important message from the Bangladesh Cricket Board and the management is that they want to see someone who can take the side through the next World Cup and even beyond that. Next ODI World Cup is 2023. And I think it's a good call. It's a very good call to appoint someone like Tamim Iqbal to take the responsibility as a skipper. And he's got big boots to fill in, don't forget that. He's taken over from Mashrafi Murtaza. It's a very good call. The man who's done so much for Bangladesh cricket. Iconic, legend. But I still feel that this is a good call. Tamim Iqbal to take some more responsibility as a skipper and continue to bat in that similar kind of fashion. The man who's done so much for Bangladesh cricket.
Just the one.
Iconic, legend.
I'll have to agree with you there. Charlie Khan played a lot of cricket. Got the experience that he needs. Senior players. At the moment, we've talked countless times about the sublime form that he's in. Oh, that's wide. Probably very wide on the leg side. The last thing that you would want is to have a captain who's worried about his own performance, or he has to start worrying about the team and the rest of the players in the team. He'll be pitching outside the leg stump. Flat. Quick by Wesley Madhavere. I think they will, and they have.
On-field decision is not out. Can you start with the front foot first, please?
They will, and they have.
It's a fair delivery. Move on to the front on spin vision, please. Looks like there is no bat in ball. Can I go for the ultras to confirm, please? Rolling forward. Yeah, gap between bat and ball, no spike. I'm satisfied there is no bat involved. Can you go for the ball tracking when ready, please? Can I go for the ultras to confirm, please? Ball pitching outside leg. I want to go back to on-field umpire, please. Take out your on screen. Stay with your decision. Review lost. Can you go for the ball tracking when ready, please?
Well, as expected, that was
ball pitching outside
way
leg.
outside.
I want to go back to
Big stump. So Zimbabwe now have lost their sole review this game. Nicely played by Liton Das. Good running. 7 overs gone. 70 for no loss. Way outside.
পরিবেশটা সুন্দর না?
Zimbabwe now
কি?
their
কোনো
sole
কথা
review
আছে?
this game. Nicely played by Liton Das. Good running.
পরিবেশটা খুব সুন্দর, শুধু আমার খেলাটা ঝিরছে।
7 overs gone. 70 for no
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ।
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র ৩৯৯ টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
For the year 2020, Tamim Iqbal right at the top. He's in both format. Yes, why not? Litundas, Nazmul Hassan Shanta, Mushfiqur Rahim, Mithun, Raju Islam, Mehdi Hassan Miraj are the ones who are involved in both formats. 7. And then there's a split. Mohammed Haq, who's the skipper of Test match. Red ball, Naeem Hassan, Abu Jahid Rahi. So what they're trying to do here, Tino, is to ensure that they have separate teams. They're looking at players who would be given opportunities to play only white ball format, and also some seniors involved in both. I think it's a pretty good idea here, because Ibadat Hussain, up until Ibadat Hussain, is the red ball cricket, and then you have some senior cricketers there too, Mahmudullah, Mustafizur, Mohammad Saifuddin. Stick to white ball. Forget about the red ball cricket. And it's not an easy call, but you've got to ensure, because you're taking a chance, not allowing someone like Mustafizur Rahman or Mahmudullah Riyad not to play Test match cricket. Stick to white ball. Bit of a turn. Pick up a single. But we'll have to wait and see whether that works in favor of the Bangladesh team. You've got to give them some time. They can always switch over. Ron Williams, 32 wickets.
That was my next question. Is that list? Of course, we saw the mixed one. Taking graphic. The first one was those that will be taking part in both. It doesn't mean that if you've been considered for a central contract as a white ball player, and if you perform well enough in domestic cricket, that you cannot cross over and play Test matches.
I think a lot will depend on the domestic circuit. That's gone up in the air. Will somebody get underneath it? Yes, he will. He will take. Well, he's outside the boundary. It's gone for the maximum. Didn't time it to perfection. I thought he was in trouble when he played the shot. But it's not a long boundary towards that area. In the end, it's the maximum.
Well, everything that this man touches in the series turns to gold. Well played. He's got a lot of height on it. Enough distance to get it over that boundary. End of a good over. 9 from it for Bangladesh. 79 for no loss.
শরীফ ভাই, ব্যবসা কেমন চলে?
চলে
লোকজন এত কম কেন?
সব আকাশে। এই জিরজির আর কত দেখবো?
তাহলে তুমিও নাও।
হ্যাঁ।
খরচ কেমন জামাই?
মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা।
এত কমে এত ঝকঝকা ছবি?
আর পছন্দ মতো আকাশ সাজাতে অ্যাড-অন প্যাক।
তাই
আপনার সাধ্যের মধ্যে এখন আকাশ লাইট 20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
From the home side, he got stuck in. Zimbabwe won the toss, and since it's been one-way traffic, boundaries are plenty. 6 fours, 5 sixes. We haven't even passed the halfway mark in the innings. Raza going to continue. Raza, welcome. Thoughts so far in this power play, first of all, and since?
Thank you, John. It's been a good start for the two in-form openers. I must say, both scored hundreds in the ODIs and looked in terrific form. 80 from 8.1 overs.
In this power play, first of all, and since? Firmly hit, dot ball. There's the skipper. Did extra cover. He made the call to ball first again. Got to say that's an interesting call. They've been hammered in every game except the second ODI, and they're still going with the same tactic. Down the wickets once again. Ball wasn't in his area. This time he just plays out one to deep cover. But this tactic of bowling first and almost in a way handing the advantage to the home side.
Liton Das has been in terrific form, and the good thing about his coming to open the bat, he batted at number 3 in the previous T-20 series against Pakistan.
Pulled away firmly. It seems as though, thankfully for a lot of people involved in Bangladesh cricket, coaching staff, selectors, and they've found this opening pair and it's worked a treat.
Naeem Sheikh has played as an opener in the previous series against Pakistan. He's not playing today, and it's a perfect right and left hand combination. And talking about the perfect left and right hand combination, it's the two in-form batsmen, and the thing is that Bangladesh hasn't quite been able to cash in the previous T20Is against Pakistan. There were a lot of talks about the approaches, and things look so far so good. Talking about the perfect
Great shot. Once again, picks out the fielder. Unfortunately, that's a really good one for Zimbabwe. 4 off it, 83 for none.
Been able to cash in the previous T20 against Pakistan. There were a lot of talks about the approaches. And
ছাদটা খুব মিস করব আকাশটাও
আরে বাসা বদলালেও আকাশ তো আর বদলাবে না কি
যেখানেই যান আপনার আকাশ সাথে নিয়ে যান 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়
আকাশ তো আর বদলাবে না
To projections, 184 at this current rate, and that's a superb score batting first. Anything over 160, you've got you're in the box seat. Williams got a second over. Saw him coming, smart piece of bowling, try to sneak it down the leg side.
talking about Tamim Iqbal, he scored a 60-odd and a 30-odd runs against Pakistan in the last T20 series, but after the opening pair, things haven't gone well in the middle order.
Well, he's got a fine paddle out. Wonderful stroke. Has he got the legs? The fielder certainly doesn't, and that's gone for 4.
Using the pace of the bowler this time. The bowler last ball came. As I was talking, he uses the pace of the ball. He knew where the fielders were. Sean Williams tends to bowl a bit faster than he normally does.
He's trying to play the same stroke, but Williams cleverly pulled the length back. Slower. Bounced a bit on him, but absolutely once again a good start. Lytton Dust 5 away from another half century. What's been an unbelievable series for both of these players. Tamim 40 of 31 in this partnership once again, setting records. They did in the previous ODI. What a spectacle that was.
That's better from Williams, giving more air to the ball rather than bowling faster. There's nothing much on that pitch, and it looks a belter for the batsman. And so far, both the Bangladeshi batsmen cashed in with the superb pitch so far at the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium in Mirpur. Waited for it, punches towards deep extra coverage in for a single.
Not bad in the last couple of overs for Zimbabwe. 80 runs coming from it. 91 for now.
আকাশ কিনে জিতে নিন আমাদের সাইন করা ব্যাট।
এছাড়াও জিতে নিতে পারেন বাংলাদেশ জাতীয় ক্রিকেট দলের অফিশিয়াল জার্সি। আকাশ ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়া।
আকাশ লাইভ এখন মাত্র 249 টাকা।
20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
আকাশ লাইভ এখন মাত্র 249 টাকা।
20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Breakers continue. Tamim and Lytton Dust have now broken the record for the highest opening stand in T20 internationals. He won not our previous best. The very same pairing, 74 in Sri Lanka, 2018. And you look at Tamim, he's involved in all of those except for one.
Undoubtedly the most experienced batsman of the side, and obviously the new ODI captain.
What a very now start is second over. His first delivery got hit out the ground. His very first ball in T20 cricket. That's a bit tough.
Very impressive debut he had in the ODIs, and obviously he tends to bowl a little bit faster than what he normally does. But this time around he must be careful because the wicket looks superb for the batsman.
Here he comes again. It's gone straight up. Who wants it? The skipper's called for an extra cover. And he holds on. Superb catch under pressure. Madiveri gets his man in the end.
It was on the cards. He tends to slow it down a bit, and Tamim Iqbal tried to come down the track and went for a heave rather than going for the middle of the bat, and ultimately manages only a top edge. Will it be close enough for a no ball? That looks fine. That looks fine for me.
There's the zoom version, a bit closer. We're having a look there. The crowd think they've got a chance of the batsman continuing. This is really, really tight call. He's still standing there. This is extremely tight call. Very just right on the edge. Which way is it going to go here? Have a closer look. In the air, it looks like it's over, and then comes back towards behind the line.
Some part of the foot must be behind the line of the ball. Line belongs to the umpire. It looks close from here.
From that view, she looks like there's nothing behind. From that view, it's tougher. That's a tougher call, but from the stump cam, that was actually proved to be the better view. This is going to be a massive call. Zimbabwe desperate to get this first wicket. Another look from the other angle. Down comes that heel. So tight. So tight. Third umpire's got a tough one on his hands here.
That's touch and go. That's really touch and go.
Yeah, he's been told, you're out. Tamim, he departs. He's played well for 41. Bangladesh lose their first wicket for 92. New batsman marches out to the centre. From Osaka, 49th game, strike rate 122, 150 in this format. He'll be disappointed he hasn't got more. He's in there. Madaveri, he's got the big wicket. He held his nerve, which was impressive for such a young player. Tamim tried to hit him out the ground once again, hit it straight up.
He must be feeling a lot better, picking up his maiden T20 wicket at his very first over. And there's though a bit of suspense, but still, in the end, he must be really happy. Beg your pardon, it was his second over.
A slip in position on the attack here. Just important that they continue to take wickets through this middle section. Gets himself off the mark, but mentioned Madaveri showed some wonderful skills with bat and ball during the ODI series. The real find for them, and it's important that he continues being put in these tough match situations to get the best out of him and him learn as quick as possible. How good players, they come through the ranks and they perform at this level from under 19. That's just the other day he was there performing, and here he is again in national cricket.
And that's Liton Das continuing his brilliant form. Reached his 50 of just 31 balls.
Superb stuff. Just keeps raising his bat. Whole series he's had a blinder. That strike rate, look at that, 161.3. Absolutely brilliant batting. And he's hit 4 fours, 3 sixes in his half century. Plenty more where that came from. Goes past the bat. Good over for the youngster. 4 runs, a wicket. 4 fours.
I'm done. Bhalo achi bhalo. Are?
আকাশের ঠিকানায় বিলটাও দিও
এটা কোনো ব্যাপার না ডার্লিং লেটস সি
আপনার আকাশের বিল দিন যে কোনো মোবাইল ওয়ালেট অথবা ডেবিট বা ক্রেডিট কার্ডে 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
So the projections, 10 from here gets them 185. That's what we looked at earlier. Said that'd be a really good score. 1 wicket down. They can afford to have a bit of a go here. Skipper sweep. Big appeal. Given the answer in the negative from the umpire.
Yeah, the best part to see is Sher-e-Bangla coming in at top order. Previously batted at number 6 and 7. Yeah, going after the bowler. Turned a bit. It's pretty slow.
He's backed away and tried to cut it away. Get through for the single, are they? Yes, they are. Thoughts of an overthrow, but turning them down for the second. Was not far away, that first question to the umpire for the very first ball. Having a look there, he tried to cut it really fine. Almost got found wanting. He was cruising a little bit there, was Liton Das, towards the non-striker's end. Now Williams, the skipper, bowling to Sumyosaka, and time I was here playing against England and South Africa, and this man struck me as such a great player, stroke player. A real power game as well, and really want to see him kick on now. Brilliant, brilliant fielding.
That's good bowling from the skipper. The Zimbabweans must try to block runs from here on after the free-flowing run making from the 2 openers in the power play. And the projected score looks 167 from here on.
Got to pass that field on this occasion. Dundas. He has been so good. Seen so much of him in the series. This was the very first over. And that little flick pickup shot has been such a stroke. He's thrived with this one. I really enjoyed. Pickup shot all the way for 6. That slog sweep, that's right up there. So right now, Zimbabwe doing a very good job here of just pulling it back a touch. Run dropping. 8.2 to the over. They were at 10. Over 10 and over. Here comes the sweep again. Utilizing the crease. End of the over. Excellent one from Zimbabwe. 3 from it. They're 90.
কি দেখো?
আকাশ থেকে ঝকঝকে পরিষ্কার।
তাই দেখি দেখি। ও হ্যাঁ, 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি চ্যানেল সহ দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা।
কি? তুমি না।
এই চলো না একটা রোমান্টিক মুভি দেখে ফেলি।
চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
98 for 1. Liton Das has continued his rich vein of form. 2 from 35. Joined at the crease by Sher-e-Bangla. 98 for 1. Often has opened the batting in Mirpur cricket for Bangladesh. Sher-e-Bangla. After the exploits of Liton Das and newly stated one-day captain Tamim Iqbal, he's had to sit back. 100 comes up for Bangladesh. 100 for 1 in just 12.1 overs. Been pretty steady sailing for Bangladesh. Shamim?
Yes, indeed. Just a little hiccup of the wicket of Tamim Iqbal. You see, it was much quicker. First 50 runs, and then they were a little circumspect in their approach to some good bowling like that. To hurry down on that stroke. Got a bit of toe into that one. There have been glimpses of attack from the bowling unit, but it has not been consistent. They have not been able to create enough pressure to ensure that the scoreboard is not ticking along comfortably. Whoa, that's very tentative from Sher-e-Bangla.
Purchase. Under Raza. They're fine. Down the leg side. Will collect. Single. Single's gone over. It's been good so far. That's the 4 runs.
Absolutely. I think just got to tell himself, Sikandar Raza, keep on pegging away. Do not allow the batsman to free their arms. He is on the lookout for runs. You can feel it. It's the way he is looking around. There you go, the scoop, and It's going to be a bit of a teaser for Brendan Taylor. Ball's going to win the race to the boundary. Not a man who could win the 100-meter sprint. Didn't look like it, did he?
That's a deft touch from Das. Realize that get that fine enough, possibly get a boundary, and does. Been a hallmark of his game is mix he's had between power hitting. Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. And the umpire seems to think so himself. Leighton Das has turned. He doesn't seem too interested in going upstairs. Sikandar Raza gets an important breakthrough for Zimbabwe.
Just running out of time. Oh, at the last moment he takes it. It might not be the best of reviews. Looked pretty plumb to me.
Take third umpire to director. Review for LBW. On-field decision is out. Start with the front foot first, please. It's a fair delivery. Move on to the front on spin vision, please. Take third umpire to director. Review for LBW. On-field decision is out. Start with the front foot first. Looks like the ball didn't hit the bat. I want to go for the ultras to confirm, please. It's a fair delivery. Move on to the front on spin vision, please. Looks like keep rolling forward. Can you go back again? Keep rolling forward now. Keep rolling. I'm satisfied. It's a flat line as the ball passes the bat. No bat involved. Can you go for the ball checking when ready, please? Can you go back again? Keep rolling forward. Ball pitching outside off. Impact in line. Wickets hitting. I'd like to go back to on-field umpire, please. Shaikat, you're on screen. Stay with your decision. Signal now.
So there's confirmation of that.
পরিবেশটা সুন্দর না কি কোনো হইচই আছে
পরিবেশটা খুব সুন্দর, শুধু আমার খেলাটা ছিঁড়ছে।
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ।
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র ৩৯৯ টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Mushfiqur Rahim, the stalwart, comes in at the fall of the wicket of Leighton Kumar Dash. Oh, it's not quite ready. Williams getting ready to get into action straight away. Start of the 14th over. Just the stats for Mushfiqur Rahim, 85th match for him. This gone off the dub one, it's high in there. How far is it sailing? I think it's pretty far. Very long six, that one, from the bat of Jumbo Sharkar.
Oh, well, we know his ability with the bat, especially in this format of the game. That is a really good strike. It's gone long and high, 80 meters. He's comfortably sailing over the boundary.
This is good. Just after that big shot, tucks one away, calls his partner, and that's a little wild, that throw, but recovered, thankfully, not giving away extra runs. Mushfiqur Rahim is going to take up strike now. He can bludgeon them around, and he doesn't take too much time, to settle down.
We saw him playing as an impact player one-day international series, those first couple of games. Take part in the third game, of course. As you say, got out there and got busy very, very quickly. Played the spin as well, employed the reverse sweep and the sweep. And as I talk about the reverse sweep, straight away he plays a shot well fielded by Chris Mpofu.
Extraordinary. Your first ball in the middle of an innings and you go for a reverse sweep. Almost got that past the fielder there. Look at him, into position so very quickly. Eyes light up, he gets a good portion of the bat on that. And is a little disgruntled that it didn't go past the fielder. Got a single. Full toss now, comfortably put away, but there is some protection. He'll be very, very annoyed with himself.
Full toss going down the leg side. He could have put that away easily. This is Liton Das. Cracked LBW by Sikandar Raza. That's why Mirpur Rahim has walked out through the middle. Short. Well, he'll just get one. Interesting when you were surprised that the first ball he's gone and played the reverse sweep. I went out a bit earlier today, maybe an hour and a half or so before the game. He was the only Bangladesh player who was out there hitting the balls. Of course, the rest came in a little bit later. The point is, he went out there early and he hit for longer. Good form, lots of confidence. That's well bowled by Sean Williams for Shaka. Telegraph his intentions to come down the wicket.
শরীফ ভাই ব্যবসা কেমন চলে?
চলে।
লোকজন এত কম কেন?
সব আকাশে। এই জিরজির আর কত দেখবো?
তাহলে তুমিও নাও।
হ্যাঁ।
খরচ কেমন জামাই?
মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা।
এত কমে এত ঝকঝকা ছবি।
আর পছন্দ মতো আকাশ সাজাতে অ্যাড অন প্যাক।
তাই?
আপনার সাধ্যের মধ্যেই এখন আকাশ লাইট 20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
If they go at 8.36, which is the current rate, they'll reach 167. More likely, it's going to be around the 180 mark. Again, he tries the reverse. Now getting a clue from Mushfiqur Rahim. Shomusharka joins in the fun and gets himself 4 runs.
Make reference to Mushfiqur Rahim. Yes, he's played one, but this is a really good shot because Sikandar Raza's seen it. Team up, he's bowled it quickly to try and get into that block hole, and he's gone and just hit that ball that much finer. Really well played by Shomusharka. He's forced him to pitch it a bit further back in length and punch that out to the man at sweeper on the offside.
Yeah, just upsetting the rhythm. Even a decent delivery when it's put away like that, when the bowler is forced to adjust, as you said. That's Mushfiqur Rahim's father. Must be pretty proud what his son is doing in the middle and what he's achieved in the past. In a cornerstone of Bangladesh. That's pitched further up. It's been a good mix, despite the fact that it's gone for 6 runs the first 3 balls. I think Sikandar Raza has not bowled too badly. It's just the attacking mindset of the 2 batsmen that has resulted in those early runs. There again, good ball. Oh, hung in the air for a while there.
Might have just slowed up as it into the surface. That and that long on down the wicket. Well bowled again by Sikandar Raza. Seen him coming. Pulled back the length and bowled a little bit shorter.
That was interesting. Shomusharka is thinking of a second run. Mushfiqur Rahim is more interested in picking up the ball and handing it to the wicketkeeper.
Well adjusted by Shomusharka. And Richmond Mtumbami has dropped the ball, I think. And he picked that up. Mushfiqur Rahim was nowhere near getting home.
Lots of luck. Huge amount of luck in that. Swivels round. Doesn't make 100% contact with that. Gets a single to finish over number 15. Bangladesh move on to 125 for 2.
ছাদটা খুব মিস করব, আকাশটাও।
আরে ভাষা বদলালেও আকাশ তো আর বদলাবে না। কি
যেখানেই যান আপনার আকাশ সাথে নিয়ে যান। 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Done exceedingly well to restrict the Bangladesh scoring to 6.8 runs per over in the last 30 balls. Only a couple of balls, and you see the 2 wickets for Bangladesh have back their run scoring rates. Mushfiqur Rahim will be looking to innovate early on. He did, as we saw, very first shot he played. Shammo Sharkar is looking very serene, very comfortable in the middle at the moment.
Bowlers used. Zimbabwe, the only two to be successful. Raza, a couple of overs ago. Other than that, pretty comfortable for Bangladesh. Crowd's filling up. For the game, not that many people have made their way into the stadium. Kristen Porfel.
He's ready for it. Swung it around. And a big cheer goes because he's hit it into the dressing rooms there. Magnificent shot from Mushfiqur Rahim.
This is only his 5th ball in this innings. Being able to get down on one knee and swing that away over cow corner. Backward square leg, more like it actually. This shows how much confidence he's got at the moment in his batting. Yes, it was a slow ball from Kristen Porfel. Still discussions between the senior brass of the Zimbabwean side. Where we're going to set the field, where we're going to bowl. But if Mushfiq's going to hit the ball that well, it doesn't really matter where the fielders are.
You're absolutely right. And he looks to be in that frame of mind, Mushfiqur Rahim today. Right from the word go, he's decided, look, I'm not going to hold back. The two openers have given us the platform to go for the charge. That's the way to go about it in this format of the game. Pressure straight away. First ball hit for 6. What does Mpofu come back with? Again, he turns down. This time he does not get hold of it. Just a single into deep backward square. Very powerful on the onside. Mushfiqur Rahim, and this man pretty good on either side.
He loves playing through the covers. You know that? Gets himself into trouble sometimes when quite get his foot into the right place outside the off stump, but more often than not, especially in this white ball cricket, Shammo Sharkar plays the ball really well and over the covers. Loves the onside. Well on, cow corner. He scores well.
Tall batsman, even taller bowler. A few changes in the field, just extra cover, going a shade wider and a little deeper. Guide between the two, and what a lovely touch that is. That is delicate. That is depth.
Tenth 4 in the innings for Bangladesh to go with 7 sixes. That is a touch of class. Sharkar knew that what he had to do was get it in between those two people. Quick outfield. Threaded it through there quite beautifully.
He's looking in sublime form as Shammo Sharkar, being helped in his scores by some rather erratic bowling. Again, short, he's not interested. Now half hour, yeah, looked to be pretty high over the head. That's the signal for the wide. Being forced into errors. The bowlers at the moment trying something different to get Shammo Sharkar out.
Now that's well over. Kristen Porfel. That's a good delivery. Oh, he's called it wide. I think that might just be a little bit harsh on Kristen Porfel.
I tend to agree with you. Just have a look at the guideline. There's the blue line. That's just inside. I think let's touch and go. Could go either way. It's reaching for that. Couldn't get the toe end of the bat to it. Well, some say it's a fair call. Looking at from the other side, say it wasn't. Nah, almost got himself into trouble. That's a no ball now. Wow, wow, wow. The overstep. He's got a smile on his face, and the leg by results.
He missed an earlier one. Tanvir Ahmed from Christopher Mpofu. And this time, absolutely spot on. Big no ball from Christopher Mpofu.
Look at the way Mushfiqur Rahim was looking at him overstepping on that occasion. So alert, Mushfiqur Rahim, to everything that goes on. Is that striker's end, the free hit. Full toss, swung around. Thank you very much. I'm going to put it away into the stands with utmost ease. Well, what can you say about that? Creamy offered and properly dispatched.
He's a man in good form, and you don't want to be bowling local tosses to a man in this form. That is the shorter side of the boundary, just 64 meters that direction. And a man of his ability and current form will put that away all day. Now, Zimbabwe were here playing some T20 cricket in September. Prize series involving Afghanistan, and at the death, Zimbabwean bowlers were poor in terms of the areas that they wanted to get. And you can see all tosses, those full yellow balls. There was one in the slot. The Yorker length, they only got 2. That's something that, especially in this format, Shamim, in those last couple of overs, you want to ensure that you're getting the ball in the right areas. Away from that full toss area, away from that slot.
21 runs already in this over. 2 more deliveries to go. Run rate has really shot up in this over. He makes room, tonks it down the ground. There's a fielder coming underneath that one, and he's going to get it. This time, Sean Williams does not make a mistake. Mushfiqur Rahim getting a little carried away. Is on the lookout for a run. A little annoyed with himself, but I think that was on the cards.
Chris Mpofu going across him. What he's done there is he's trying to go over the onside. Had he possibly tried to go over Sean Williams on the offside, he would have got a better chunk of the bat on the ball. He's gone for 17, just 8 deliveries, 146 for 3.
Comes in, 86th match for him. 64 not out, his highest score, a strike rate of 122. He is in the middle because Mushfiqur Rahim got a little carried away. 21 runs in the over. He tried to get some more. It's just wide enough for him to get a toe in, not timing it and slicing it for the simplest of catches to be taken. He knows he missed an opportunity to get some more runs today. Batsman's paradise. He'll be very relieved in getting rid of Mushfiqur Rahim. Bring in some more energy for the bowlers. A few changes in the field as the left-hander Shomo Sharkar takes strike. Gully backward point, deep cover, whitish extra cover, and a long off on the offside. That's the area he targets. But he's gone leg side now. Simple enough to chip it away for a single. That completes over number 16, Bangladesh, 147 for 3.
এছাড়াও জিতে নিতে পারেন বাংলাদেশ জাতীয় ক্রিকেট দলের অফিসিয়াল জার্সি আকাশ ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়া।
আকাশ লাইভ এখন মাত্র 249 টাকা।
20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
আকাশ লাইট এখন মাত্র 249 টাকা।
20টি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 70টি চ্যানেল মাসে মাত্র 249 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
3 wickets to fall thus far. 41 from 33. Tamim in form, and Litton Dust, his partner in crime, he was in form once again. A wonderful 59 off 39 as well. So Miyosaka coming in, getting on with it. 23 of 17 as well. He's well placed. He's just lost his partner, Mushfiqur, in the previous over. 17 off 8 balls. A little cameo. 4 big overs to come. 147 for 3. Where can they go from here? 10 from here. Get them just round 188 mark. Chirapano, 2 overs for 13. Pretty handy work from him thus far. The man's out there. 40 holds straight out to deep point there, but he comes back for the second.
Yeah, what Zimbabwe has done in the recent past is that they've sent back set batsmen back in the hut. I hope he's okay. There looks to be some sort of a bother here. Now what happened? He's touching onto his right shoulder. He looks okay, but yeah, it seems to be some sort of a bother there. Yeah, just going back, 51 runs in the last 25 balls, and they picked up 2 wickets. But before that, they even sent Tamim Iqbal. So if you look at the scorecard, they've sent back set batsmen, and that's exactly what they would have hoped for, because if they would have continued either of the top 3, then runs would have been scored a little bit more quickly, wickets in hand. So far so good. Yes, 149 already on the board. Let's have a look what happened there. Oh! Well, he didn't take the bills off. There you go. And that just might have hurt. Back live.
He's top edge, and it's flying down to third man for 4. He's got a sore shoulder, but it's not swinging him. Stop him swinging hard here. It's another boundary.
He's struggling, but he's not struggling to pick up boundaries. He's eyeing to hit it down towards the big wicket area, and then a healthy outside edge. He'll take it. Doesn't matter. So the 150 comes up.
Shot, that's well fielded as well. Last 50, 25 balls, we just spotted that. Or the ball was delivered, but that is some striking. Going for the full and wide, and he's done really well to stop that. Skipper, extra cover, looks so strong there, but Mamadullah comes up for his first delivery. Here's the progress. The power play was a big part of that first 50. Thereafter, the spinners did a good job in that second stint.
Yeah, what about the third 50, which is coming the quickest of the 3 50s that they have scored yet? So they're again getting into a kind of a momentum that Bangladesh would feel that yes, they can score more heavily in the next 3 or 4 overs. So Mushaka batting on 30 of 20. Mahmudullah to take first strike, the skipper. 4 fielders inside the circle on the offside.
Nudged it, and they're running hard. That is super running. Senior partner aware to the fact that everyone on the leg side's deep, right on the boundary fence. Madullah just gets himself going with a 2. Looking to hit one out the ground first up, give himself a bit of a chance and rotate, strike, run hard. Dhaka's done exceptionally well. 30 from 20 at the moment, striking it at 150 with 3 4s and 1 6.
They have a long off-fielder outer, but they still have 4 fielder on the offside, protecting the singles.
Slower ball down the leg side and helped on its way. But from here, its current rate 186. We mentioned that was a really good score on this deck. Your thoughts on that one?
possible. 7 wickets in hand. Someone like Shomo and Mahmudullah in the middle. 180, 190, possibility. But for Zimbabwe to look to ensure that they don't get across that sort of a total, you need to pick up wickets. And if they can, then they can restrict Bangladesh go across 180.
Full toss. He slapped this one wide of long on. What a powerful stroke that is. He generated it and he put it away for 6. What a great way to end the over. 16 from it, 163 for 3.
I'm done. ভালো আছি ভালো আরে
আকাশের ঠিকানায় বিলটাও দিও
এটা কোনো ব্যাপার না ডার্লিং লেটস সি
আপনার আকাশের বিল দিন যে কোনো মোবাইল ওয়ালেট অথবা ডেবিট বা ক্রেডিট কার্ডে 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি ও দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
The last 2 overs have disappeared, and that is really scary to look at. Zimbabwe perspective, 16 from the last over. Previous one, 22, so carnage out there at the moment. 39 runs the last 2 overs. Zimbabwe got to come up with some plans here, but a damage limitation somehow. But this is the last ball of the previous over. Slap. All the way for 6. That is a hugely impressive stroke.
That is an incredible shot. Simply incredible. It was a low full toss and he smashed it. Managed to pick it from the middle part of the bat and hit it away from that fielder along on. 39 runs in the last 2. 65 in the last 5. Good going for Bangladesh.
Pafu continues. That's running a quick single. He didn't slide his bat, he just put his bat in the crease. The Sumisaka, he made it home safely around the wicket, went for the Yorker and almost went through his defences.
It was a very good delivery. Had an opportunity. He would have been in, I reckon. Yeah. You got to make sure that you hit the stumps. Gets Shumushakar on strike. He's having a ball with the bat. 36 of 21. 3 4s and 2 6s already. A strike rate of 171. Incredible. But it's important for Bangladesh and himself that he stays there and play till the very end. He can really hurt you.
Oh, he's trying to go over the offside, which is up in the ring. The bowlers followed him cleverly, so cat and mouse out there at the minute.
Not a bad option, exposing all 3 stumps, knowing that the fielders on the offside are all inside the circle. All you got to do is put bat to ball. Apart from that fielder at long off, 4 inside the circle with a long off there. That's the reason why he wanted to play the shot, perhaps maybe over the point or cover fielder. Once you get that over that infield, you get yourself a boundary.
Pulled comfortably, and he's got plenty of protection out on that leg side. Taylor's misfielded, and the batsman was sleeping. Should have come back for a second, and there's a chance of another one, Evan. So it's poor batting.
Yeah, you can't miss a single at any stage. Forget about that. At this stage of the game, that shot was a hit towards the fine leg, and there was not just one, couple of fumbles there. Have a look at this. Brendan Taylor is the fielder, not even looking.
He's with his captain out there as well, so not the best one. He's probably got a bit of a rollicking there from him. So you need to run up. The man who misfielded, Brendan Taylor. Very, very well bowled. He's got it in that block hole, hitting it, making the batsman play where he wants him to hit it, where he's got protection.
He's been spot on the money in the block hole, and this over already twice in this over. Mohammad Saifuddin is padded up. Very good from Christopher Mpufu. Only 3 in this over. This is the 18th over, so it's turning out to be a very good one, an effective one. He has to finish up nicely here, just to ensure that he doesn't leak any boundary in this over.
Oh, bottom edge, and it somehow missed the stumps. Tell you what, Mpofu's got a fairly low bowling arm in general, but he's going even lower. It's almost Malinga-like. That has just missed the off stump.
That wouldn't be a bad idea to stay where he takes the stance, because the number of times he's moved away, exposed his stumps, and it's completely missed it. So why don't you give yourself a chance to stay and see what the bowler is trying to do, and then if it's in the zone, if it's in the slot, you take him on. Early indications to move away from there and exposing his stumps just allows the bowler to do a little bit more.
Oh, that's got that one fine, and that's a superb way for Bangladesh to end the over. It was a good one until that point. 7 from the over, 170.
কি দেখো?
আকাশটা কি ঝকঝকে পরিষ্কার।
তাই দেখি দেখি। ও হ্যাঁ, 40টিরও বেশি এইচডি চ্যানেল সহ দেশি বিদেশি মোট 120টি চ্যানেল, মাসে মাত্র 399 টাকা।
কি? তুমি না।
এই চলো না একটা রোমান্টিক মুভি দেখে ফেলি।
চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
It's a wonderful evening out here. Dhaka. The skies, beautiful evening. Moon's out, bright.
I think that is great camera work. Have a look at the moon. Gorgeous, isn't it?
He's got this away again. He's trying to back away, open up the offside. We saw the previous over. Misaka try and open up the offside, and the bowlers have adjusted pretty well so far, limiting the damage.
Let's have a look at the last ball of the last over. Mentioned that the batsman needs to be staying where he takes his stance, and exactly that's what he did, and he allowed the bowler to pitch it a little bit touch short, and he took full toll, putting it away for the boundary. Good batting from Sumashaka, 41 of just 25.
Third man coming up into the ring, or is he? Having a look now, they've got 4 in the ring already. Extra cover, mid wicket, square leg and short fine leg. Those are the men in the ring. Tried to heave this on the onside once again and has not dragged it onto the stump somehow.
Shumashaka should have allowed himself to play the shot through the offside instead of trying to play it in the onside. Douglas Hondo doing his homework, making sure that he gets his bowlers bowling the correct line and length, especially at the depth, so very crucial. If you can master the art of Yorkers, then it can pay you rich dividends.
Pull this the onside. Moment they just said we can have a whole leg side back, keep the offside up, try and tuck you up a little bit.
That's what's so very crucial for someone like Shumashaka. I mean, he's the man who's well set on 42 of just 26, 4 fours and 2 sixes already to his credit. Open spaces on the onside, especially square on the onside, backward square.
He's flat batted this one. Toe end. Zimbabwe fighting back quite nicely here from their perspective. Singles now in this over, 4 from it. Relied on Sher-e-Bangla, one of the experienced campaigners, and Mpofu as well to finish off. So far they've risen to the occasion. Skipper Mahmudullah, 4 years of age, experienced man. This lineup. Oh, he's pulled this. It's gone so fine. Away for 4, so he's gone with a short ball and it has not worked.
Looking to play a big shot. I reckon that might have just come off the gloves. Yep. And it's gone fine now because they were eyeing that area between the deep square leg. But it went so fine once it touches the glove. It's gone to the boundary. He won't mind that at all. 178 for 3 now. 8 in this over already.
Oh, he's gone fine again. He's running hard. He's going to push for the second. Yeah, he's coming back. Could be tight, but the throw's way off. So 10 from the over. Bangladesh 180 for 3.
পরিবেশটা সুন্দর না? কি কোনো হইচই আছে?
পরিবেশটা খুব সুন্দর, শুধু আমার খেলাটা ঝিরছে।
এই যে
এখানেও আকাশ।
আকাশ কি শুধু তোমার ঢাকার? আকাশ সবার।
বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো জায়গায় একই কোয়ালিটির ঝকঝকে ছবি আকাশ স্ট্যান্ডার্ডে মাসে মাত্র ৩৯৯ টাকা। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
Fairly spread 7 and overs, the more economical bowlers, and then a couple going for 12 and over. Mumba, but expensive as well as Mpofu.
It's surprising to see Madhavera only bowling 2 overs because he's been the most economical, and they've only used him for 2 overs. I cannot believe it.
He's hit this. He's hit it well. Yes, he's hit it all the way. Terrific shot and a great way to start the last over.
Moves on to 49. What a way to start the last over. It's pitched up and he says, thank you very much. It's in the slot. But you still have to put it away. 78 metres. There was a fielder at long off. And it sailed over his head for the maximum.
It's made all the difference. He stood still and he's delivered. He's got the power game. Doesn't need to walk around the crease. You stand and you hit it big. Oh, and he's tried to work this on the onside and thought he might try to hit it out the ground again. It looked to be in the slot. Bit of a slow delivery.
Good comeback from Mpofu. Well bowled. Really well bowled here. Really good comeback from Mpofu. 6 to start with and followed it with a dot.
He's running hard. That is well bowled full wide, and that takes him to his second half century. And it's been a superb effort. The home fans have loved every minute of it. It's great to see him back in this white balls lineup. And he's got his 50 of 30 balls. Terrific knock.
It's been a while to see a 50 from the bat of Somashaka in T20 International, but this is a very good knock. Strike rate of 166.7, 50 of 30. Outstanding stuff. Mahmudullah, what is he going to do? Having a look at the field. He's going to go big. He has to go big. Question is where?
Heaved this down the ground. Saka's running hard. Ahmadullah, he's just trotting through for the single. Very well bowled.
Have a look at the score, 188. That is a very good total on this surface. And don't forget, Zimbabwe were the ones who won the toss and decided to field first. Certainly a big surprise for me. But Bangladesh had not once again disappointed with the bat. They had struggled with the timing. What matters is how much you have scored in the end. And I reckon they already have a good total on the board.
He's heaved this. Many a mile. People are scattering. Balls are landing well over the rope, and that is absolutely brilliant batting this. 2 maximums in the over already.
And also becomes the highest to score in T20 Internationals. 56 now. Terrific shot.
Pulled it. Wow. That has gone sailing halfway up the stand, and now what a way to finish the innings. 200 up. What a way to bring it.
The man who got recently married, Somashaka.
শরীফ ভাই, ব্যবসা কেমন চলে?
চলে।
লোকজন এত কম কেন?
সব আকাশে। এই জিরজির আর কত দেখবো?
তাহলে তুমিও নাও।
হ্যাঁ।
খরচ কেমন জামাই?